Namaste, yogis. Today, I'm so excited for my yoga teachers, aspiring yoga teachers, yoga queens, all of you who are in the business of sharing yoga, sharing a connection that you found in yourself and creating space for others. Today, we're going to talk about several social media platforms that you can use to make some shmoney this year. In no particular order, I'm going to share a few because what I've seen and what I've heard a lot is people come and tell me like, oh, I teach yoga, but I don't have that many followers on Instagram and there's so many people on Instagram doing yoga. Yes, it is true. There are a lot of yoga teachers on the gram, but the gram is not the only social place that people go and have the opportunity to be introduced to yoga. There are other ways that you can find your target market, especially if you know who your client is, you know who you want to serve. So I do talk about finding your niche, finding your person in a YouTube video. So I am going to link that at the end of the video so you get a chance to see a little bit more about what I'm talking about. So I'm going to link that. It's going to be in the upper corner. So I'm going to tell you that in just a second. Social media is not limited to Instagram. You have YouTube, and yes, there are a lot of yogis on YouTube as well. And you might go through and see what are people offering on YouTube. Maybe you have something that's unique that's not being offered that you can bring to the marketplace, to the online gathering. And that's really, in any instance, is look at what's out there, see what's missing that you really feel called to, and then serve that. For example, even in person, like when I was at the studio and there weren't very many people of color, I really saw the opportunity to be an attractant of people of color to the practice of yoga at that particular studio. And now I translated that into offering opportunities to teach virtually, into offering opportunities to train with a school that has melanin blessed trainers. Okay, so translate that into online. LinkedIn. LinkedIn might be a platform if you're working with professionals who have careers, who are climbing the corporate ladder. They may spend more time on a platform like LinkedIn or like Twitter or Slack, or I don't even know all the platforms, but this is just to give you an idea of like, you're not limited to what's already out there. If, you just did what was already out there, then you just be one of the many yoga teachers on the gram. One of the many yoga teachers who's teaching a flow class. Again, it's important to know that if you're teaching doctors, maybe there's a specific doctor social area where the doctors hang out. You can go and provide little tips of how doctors can, use yoga to help them de-stress. Or, ways that or reasons why they might recommend yoga to their students. Depends on, their students. Their clients, their patients. It just really depends on who your client is, on how you use the platforms and what platforms you use. Again, there's so many platforms. And then even depending on when you're watching this video, there could be platforms that I've never even heard of yet, that don't exist yet. So this is your opportunity to really, really get into the nitty-gritty of where you want to serve. Let me tell you a little tidbit, because this is true for the online space as well. Out in the real world, before our world changed, before we had all the things and all of that, it was true that there were more people practicing yoga outside of the yoga studio, more people that desired to practice yoga without going into a studio than there were people who practiced yoga in a studio. So with that being said, there are already thousands and thousands of people on Instagram, on YouTube, on whatever platform is happening and popping or whatever. And there are thousands and thousands of people who are interested in yoga or curious about yoga who aren't on those platforms. So you can find them on, maybe there's a video game platform that, offers a social aspect. You could teach yoga or recommend yoga on that area. So This is to inspire your creativity, to inspire your resourcefulness, and find a social platform that really allows you to tap into your ideal client. And your niche, your ideal client, I'm gonna put the video link up here so that you can learn more about what that is. If you missed that video, then you'll be able to check that out up there. With that being said, obviously my house is now becoming alive with energy. So I am going to tell you, and you already know, the mission is world peace through inner peace. Namaste, and I will see you in the next video. Okay. One last thing. In the caption, you'll see below, you'll get the opportunity to enter in the events training. Why I recommend events training is because if you're trying to make money, if you're thinking about making money, you can collaborate, you can have multiple streams of income through events. So I will put that in the caption below. And if you are interested in doing private classes, in teaching, and really learning about other ways to make money really quick in the next 30 days, check out the last YouTube video that I did, and I go into depth on 3 ways to make money in 30 days or less. All right, yoga teachers, I love you because you are doing the work. And yes, I can love you without knowing you because some people hate you without knowing you. But you know how I do. All right, y'all, have a great day.